We are learning more about what happened in the final moments of that doomed submersible Titan. Dramatic new images and new testimony painting a picture of safety concerns well before the vessel's ill-fated dive. One key witness today suggesting the company's goal was money and, quote, very little in the way of science. Let's bring in correspondent Elizabeth Prann, who has been following this Coast Guard hearing. Elizabeth, we know it's supposed to last about 2 weeks, but what else are we learning today?
Yeah, Nichole, this is only day 2. It's explosive. I mean, this hearing is giving families, it's giving the public, it's giving people in the industry a good idea of what happened behind the scenes. So what went into the vessel? Why were there recycled materials being used? And then also more about the CEO, Stockton Rush. He passed, obviously, back in June, so he's not here to defend himself. But we're learning that at one point, he had such an explosive temper. He was throwing items at employees. He's allegedly only driven for profit, and he had huge missteps and red flags that multiple employees waved that led to this catastrophic implosion of June of last year. Today, we're hearing from David Lockridge. He's the director of marine operations, and he piloted under Rush. But his testimony really echoes what we heard from Tony Nyssen. We talked about it yesterday. He was the chief engineer. He said that there was shoddy reused materials. There was a lack of testing in those deep pressures, very hostile treatment. In fact, yesterday we learned that Nyssen actually refused to get in the vessel, and Lockridge said he filed suits as early as 2018 to document on paper the safety issues because he said he was just driven by profit. Here he is.
You have to have the confidence in the equipment to do the job. It's like every other industry. If you don't have the confidence in it, you don't do it. That's it.
And did you have confidence in the way that the Titan was being built at this time?
No confidence whatsoever, and I was very vocal about that, and still am.
Vocal on it, and as I mentioned, the paper trail. The Coast Guard planned for 12 months in investigation, and they said they hope to have the investigation wrapped up by the end of the year. As you know, we're on month 15. Nichole?
So, Elizabeth, what type of communication did we hear from the crew that day, and could that potentially change the future of exploration?
Yeah, and I want to put some of those visuals back up because, yes, we are hearing text messages. Visuals that you just saw on your screen was the carbon fiber, and he was comparing to the carbon fiber of what should be 8 inches and some of the 5-inch that was used, and he said some of the discrepancy there, that was used to go down in the Titan. So these are just new visuals along with the flight path and the last text exchange from that 5-man crew. They lost contact less than 2 hours. Their last text exchange included all good here. That was the back and forth right between 2,000 and 3,000 meters in depth. For some context, that PSI is right around 3,000. That's a third of the pressure down at the bottom. As I mentioned, these were recycled materials. At one point, the hull was struck by lightning back in 2018. And remember, they were using a PlayStation controller to get down to the bottom. So the goal of all this is really to reform the industry. Why were the independent agencies not checking this company? Why were they able to do this dive in the first place? Lockridge has been emphatic that he tried to get in touch with people within the industry, even contacting family members to say, there are some red flags here. Nichole?
Yeah, certainly seems to be many red flags there. All right, Elizabeth, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.